Just so you know, milk is made from shaking the tits.
Yeah, that's why they call it milkshake.
Yeah, they shake them titties.
Shake them tits. Are you recording?
Gosh, I just started.
Okay. Hi, y'all just missed me shaking my tatas. I was making our milkshakes for tonight.
Yeah,
go with
we're
our
having a
cookies.
delectable dessert.
Dessert.
Hey guys, welcome back to Between the Darkness. I hope you guys aren't like annoyed of us yet.
Again, you can just skip.
Yeah, just go to the next episode if you don't want to hear us just babble about bullshit.
Oh.
But yeah, we're back at it again. Ave. We cannot
Ave
not.
Maria.
Ave Maria is in Santeria drinking sangria.
In my Lamborghini. I don't know. I was
Lamborghini.
I was like, is there a boat name? I was like, bitch, you know nothing about boats. Cars. Lamborghini. But I'll say it's stupid.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're back at it again, and we have another list that we have made, and some from last time that we didn't get to. But yeah.
All right, let's start. Since I picked last time, you want to start?
Sure.
You pick a category.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna do this one. It's just a little thing that I wanted to bring up. We should make a true crime song, like a little jingle.
Okay, like hide the bodies, hide the bodies. It's the wife. Just kidding, it's the husband. And bury them. Don't forget the salt to cover up the smell.
Oh my gosh, and the mothballs. So yeah, I was thinking we should make like a little jingle or something for like a true crime or something that we can like put on our social medias and hopefully it gets attention.
Watch, they're gonna be like that. Okay, maybe we'll get the attention for the wrong reasons, like I want.
Either way, attention is attention that I'm looking for.
They can be like, oh, I have to see what these like,
dumbasses look like.
Are they like killers? What's going on here? And then they listen to our podcast and they're just like, oh, it's just a couple of morons.
It's just two dumbasses, whatever. They're kind of cute though, so.
What would we title it?
I don't know. It depends on what route we go. Like, are we naming serial killers? Are we naming?
Are we doing the alphabet?
A, B, C, D.
Or we could do like, how they do like, L is for the way you look at me. Oh, you know that song? You can go, L is for the licks that you put on my corpse.
What? Oh my goodness.
O is for the rope you tied me with.
Damn. Jesus. Not in the bedroom.
B is for my vagina that you
removed from me.
Put it in a box.
For the police to see.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is wrong with us?
I was just mentioning that from fucking Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper did that.
Really? He put vaginas in boxes?
He pulled out their fallopian tube and their little,
Was he a doctor or something?
No, but they
Just
suspected
curious.
that he was crazy and decided to pull it out. Yeah, put him in a box. And...
He should have just been a, like, mortician or something.
Honestly, yeah.
Just done it that way.
I mean, what's the difference? One, you get paid for it, and the other, you just...
I mean, you don't actually remove their vagina, but you remove the insides.
Honestly, he should have worked at an asylum if they were open. I don't know if they were, but in the Victorian age, asylums were made, and they used to give clitoridectomies to women.
Jesus. I did not know that.
Really? I used to speak about it all the time back in my Emily Autumn days.
God damn.
Clitoridectomies. They used to give them to women who were that were nymphomaniacs or whatever.
Oh.
They used to remove the nipples.
So normal women.
Yeah. But these were women that were like...
That had high sex drives?
They didn't even have to have high sex drives. They just like...
Pissed
they
off
were
their husbands.
unruly. They spoke up their minds. They speak too loud. They sung a song too many times. They didn't do the dishes when the husband needed them to. Any reason that the husband had that he didn't like the woman, they could ship their wives, daughters, the maid off of and whatnot.
That's fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Because that's how fucked up Victorian age was.
We should talk about asylums on one episode.
We can.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's very interesting. I don't know, would you want it to be like deeper into the dark or between the darkness?
Deeper into the dark.
Yeah, it's very gruesome and
Yeah,
brutal.
that's why I was thinking for
Definitely.
that.
Um,
This is more for like chit-chatting and dumbassery.
yeah. I'll definitely come up with some stuff and make like a list of things, just like fun facts from the Victorian age from your good pal,
Like I did. Fun
Stephen.
facts!
Fun facts. Oh, on
For
our
today-
last episode,
For
Christina
today's
brought up some
episode.
fun facts that she couldn't keep in per se the story, so she just threw them at the end. She's like,
Yeah, I
listen,
was like, how much should I do? You know what? Fun facts. 6 of them. Here we go.
listen, listen.
All right,
But yeah.
so
Yeah,
we'll make
I think we
a
should make like a little
true
jingle, either a true crime or a
paranormal.
paranormal or like just something fun. And
Okay.
you can sing it since you've got the voice.
Since I got the boys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just kidding. You have a voice too. I heard you singing.
Yeah, I have a
Wait.
voice, but it's like completely untrained.
So was mine.
Girl, you took
taught yourself.
choir.
I know. I did have
I
it.
am a mimic though, as y'all guys called me in middle school and high school. Y'all called me a mimic. Like if you sing it and I hear it enough,
yeah,
I can
I was gonna
like
say you can mimic sounds
I can.
very well. Like even your bird sounds
from my ass.
from your ass cheeks. Tweet tweet. Where's that coming from?
The butt clit.
Your mouth's not moving.
Just that creepy
Not
grin.
these lips.
That they are coming from some cheeks.
Oh gosh.
What's that smell?
What is that? All right, my turn.
You can pull the spiral to you so you can read it.
I know I'm just reading upside down.
She's that talented.
I'm so talented, guys. All right. Let's do the who versus who.
Ooh, do you want to flip the page?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about this earlier, and originally I was thinking we could just do like famous movie killers, like Freddy versus Jason sort of ordeal, but we're like, screw it, why not? Something extra. But let's start with the movie killers.
Yeah. So first one is who would win in a fight? Leprechaun versus Pennywise, and why?
So I'm guessing from this thing, somehow the leprechaun's gold is inside Pennywise's cavern, right?
Or he has it in his cavern because that's the only thing the leprechaun wants is his gold back.
Or maybe one of the victims of
Pennywise stole it.
and then
He took
Yeah.
their essence or whatever the fuck it is that he does, their life force. And now, you know how he has a pile of shit in his lair? Well, the gold's in there,
yeah,
along with some
interesting.
shoes and some tricycles.
Okay, so I'm assuming then from this perspective, is it defending his territory or Pennywise defending his territory? Or is he like, hey, this is a powerful being. I wonder if I can absorb their life force and get all that power.
Yeah, but also he's child-sized, so automatically Pennywise wants him.
He's probably like,
He's
"Ooh,
like,
child spirit."
children spirits. This one looks odd, but I'll take it.
Okay, so
But
do
also,
you
I think it's defending territory.
do you think the leprechaun would be intimidated by Pennywise?
No, he'll probably think of him as a joke.
He'll be like,
I mean, have you seen the movies? Leprechaun's pretty nonchalant. Like,
he's like, okay,
I'm the badass.
very full of himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, power wise, I'm gonna say, considering, I want to say Pennywise is very an illusionist, because it's a lot of like tricking of the kids'
They
minds.
both kind of are.
Yeah.
Because Leprechaun does that too. He uses tricks.
Okay. Um.
But he has a goal set in mind. Literally, gold. While Pennywise is more of,
He just needs to feed.
I need to eat you. Yeah. So, I don't know about you, but I think that Pennywise would just eat him. He's a small little snack. Just bite his head off. So what did we decide? Is he an alien?
Oh,
Pennywise?
he's like an interdimensional cosmic threat.
Which I
So
feel like is a lot more than a nasty little leprechaun with some magic that we
Celtic
don't
root
even know.
magic.
How does he get it? Is it from the gold? Where does his magic come from?
True.
I have no. I always just assumed it was with the gold because when they would have the gold pieces, they, were rich and the. I don't know.
That's interesting. I never questioned where he got his magic from,
Yeah,
just that he was a leprechaun with powers and his
I think it's tied to his gold pot.
I want to say Leprechaun's going to look at it as like a funny threat like, "Wait, he isn't dying," or like, "How am I going to kill him?" What's his go-to for killing people, Leprechaun? Cuz I've only seen it like once.
It's just like normal killing stuff. Like he's
Like he doesn't use his
stabbed them.
powers,
I mean, he has to like trick them into.
getting killed somehow.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know one was like strangling. I know he's like stabbed someone. It's literally like a human killing a human. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
there's nothing supernatural
I thought
about
it
the way
was
he
like he
kills.
zapped him or like he made like a wolf appear that ate him or like. Oh, okay. Huh.
But he does have a zappy power, but
His zappy power. But he doesn't use it that much, does he?
it's more to move himself from place to
Like a
place.
tricycle or something.
But I think Pennywise.
Yeah, Pennywise is more intimidating and very like, I'm just gonna like bite your fucking arm off.
Yeah.
And Leprechaun's like, I'll let you fall down a hole that you didn't know was there. Giggity giggity giggity. Whatever.
Anyways.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right, so ding ding ding, Pennywise.
Pennywise in our eyes wins. I would love
Oops,
to
sorry.
see Leprechaun put up a good fight, but I feel like if he
It'd
doesn't know
be
what
a
he's
good
going up
fight.
against, it's not gonna be much.
It'll probably be a like entertaining fight, but I don't think it'll last long.
Maybe like 15 minutes tops.
Maybe
20.
because I'm sorry, Leprechaun's not even that smart, so I don't think he's gonna outsmart him.
True.
Now, will he completely die like a human would, or would he come back? Is the question.
Oh, the leprechaun?
Yeah,
I feel like if he has roots and Celtic roots, something from that land would bring him back somehow.
I mean he's always come back. That's why we have like 7 leprechauns.
True.
Anyways, Pennywise, ding ding ding, winner.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Superman versus the Powerpuff Girls. So Stefan here has seen what is it like fan art
Yeah, fan art.
of them fighting. So we decided, okay, let's think about this. They all have pretty much the same powers.
They fly, they're super fast, they have heat
Super
vision,
strong,
they
heat
got
vision.
do they have ice breath like him?
I have no clue. I want to say yes because they did put out a fire. Blossom did.
Oh.
Or it was like wind or something. I don't know. They pretty much have the same powers, but you have one big man, Superman, versus 3 little girls.
I'm going to give this one. Okay, just because I'm biased and I don't care for Superman, I'm gonna give it to Powerpuff Girls.
So here's the thing. My thing about it is it's 3 versus 1. It doesn't matter their size. They all have the
Mm-hmm.
same power. They're all coming in at the same way. So I feel like the 3 would beat the 1.
True.
And if not beat him, then really bring him down to where he's in the ground, just like, he
Mm-hmm.
usually is, where he needs the sun. Because they don't need the sun to re-heal.
That is true.
So they
Mm.
could just bury him away after beating him up and he won't come back to life. Or he won't come back out
Very
until he gets the sun.
true. Oh
But
my goodness.
I think Powerpuff Girls for the win. Ding, 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 ding.
And
Powerpuff
also,
Girls.
Powerpuff Girls because they have a lot more energy.
This is true. Yes, they're
Kids
young.
have a lot of like stamina. But once they hit their point, it's like a crash. So, but I don't think the Powerpuff Girls have ever had a crash.
Uh, I don't think so. They usually go, go, go. I think if they've ever been exhausted, it was like against the boy versions of them. I can't remember.
Mm. And then they won by kissing them.
Yeah.
Fucking Butters.
Buttercup.
Butters. Fucking
Butters.
South Park.
Dumbass. I'm just kidding. Buttercup. She was my favorite. Well, actually, Blossom was my favorite. But I did love Buttercup. I honestly couldn't stand Bubbles.
Yeah,
Anytime
she's
she
always
talked,
so
I was like,
whiny.
shut the fuck up.
Please shut
Shut up,
up.
thank you.
Okay, so ding ding ding, Powerpuff Girls.
Woo.
Ooh, we're getting controversial. I can already tell the fanboys of Sailor no, because Sailor has so many magic qualities and he's
Some DC nerds coming out after us. Go for it, bitches.
Come for us.
All right,
Rail me.
next. Jason Bourne versus John Wick. I'm a little biased because I think Keanu Reeves is hot. I don't care how fucking old he is. Daddy, take me.
And Matt Damon looks like a Who villain.
I
So.
know.
So John Wick wins.
Ding, ding, ding. No, but if you're really looking at it, I feel like John Wick has gone through fucking anything and everything. You could beat that man down and he'd get back up.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Bourne, my ex was a fan of the movies. I barely saw them, but it was just a lot of like hiding and running is what I was getting.
Oh.
It wasn't a lot of fighting, and when it was fighting, it was very short. John Wick, it's fighting the entire fucking film. He's literally has the whole world pretty much going after him. And he still prevailed. So, John Wick for the win. Ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding. Also, Bridget Regan was in the first movie as a bartender, so ding ding ding. She wins
Ding,
on
ding, ding.
It's another star. Or if you guys don't know, Kaylin Amnell from Legend of the Seeker or Mother Confessor.
Yes. That automatically John Wick.
Yeah,
You're
movie
right.
franchise
Yeah.
wins.
I don't know how many Jason Bourne movies were there.
I don't know. How many movies does Matt Damon have? Like 4?
Well, John Wick is what, 4 of them now.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just because I'm curious, because that would also see who wins. Let's see how many Bourne movies there are.
Because I know there's at least 3. Because I know they did one with Jeremy Renner.
Oh, yeah, they did one with Jeremy Renner. So with Matt Damon, it was technically 4. So he did the Identity, Supremacy, and Ultimatum, and then the next one was the one with Renner, and that was Legacy. And then back 4 years later, Matt Damon came back for Jason Bourne. Like, so technically he did 4. So John Wick and him are tied. They both did 4.
Neck to neck. Interesting.
So we're not going to count. I mean, there's technically 5 films.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not counting because we're talking about Matt Damon, not Reiner. So,
okay.
They're tied in that aspect. So, we'll go with who was in the movie with them, and John Wick wins. Ding, ding, ding.
And John Wick wins. We've gave him like 50 dings.
Ding, 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 ding. Take me, daddy. All right. And last but not least, let's do a little Explorer.
Oh, okay.
One. So we're going to do, how do you say his name? Nathan Drake. I was like, oh, your K looks like an LCE or ICE. And I was like, what is dry ice? Dry ice. All right. Nathan Drake versus Lara Croft. And for people who don't know who those people are, the movies, Uncharted versus Tomb Raider.
Yeah, the video games.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say Lara Croft because she's rich. Nathan ain't got a dime to his name because he was born poor. And from what I remember. So anyways, she can use anything and everything, gadgets, gizmos, whatever, to get through things. So she could probably, yeah. So she could probably fight him to the death. And I also see her as one that doesn't back down.
Oh, easily.
He is more of an avoider, like blocker.
Oh, street fighting, avoidance and
yeah.
stuff. Well, she also has that, but she has the military training background from the... What is it? street training from, or the military training from like the Queen's Guards and all this
I
other
like a lot.
stuff,
She's like the Batman
of the
of
Explorer world.
Explorer World. And Nathan's more like the Flash, or like not even the Flash, like
Mm-hmm.
Bumblebee Man. I don't know. I'm making a lower character. He does not
Yeah.
compare.
Um.
Robin.
Yeah.
No, Robin's better than him. I don't know.
Call me biased, but I also say Laura Croft because I mean Angelina Jolie
I
played
know,
her.
right?
Audie.
Ding, 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 ding. Those tits got us. Especially back in the day with the game thing with the box
Oh yeah,
titties.
the fucking
Triangles.
pyramid,
Ding, ding, ding.
pyramid boobs. So yeah, I call me biased, but I say Laura Croft because she has training, like military training. She has the money. She has the connections. She's smart. She's
She's Batman, the woman version of Batman.
without the costume.
Yeah.
Even though her costume's like shorts and a blue tank and a ponytail.
Sometimes not. When she did Cradle of Life or something like that,
Oh
she was in
yeah,
that white suit.
that was hot.
Majority of it, I was like, oh yeah.
Let me
That was
zip
probably,
that off.
yeah. I was like, that's probably sweaty as fuck because you're out in
Mm-hmm.
fucking, I don't know.
Like oh, she was in Greece.
I know. I was like, it's probably hot as hell, but she was in the water a
Mhm.
lot.
But yes, Laura Croft. Ding 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 ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh my goodness. Laura Croft wins. So Pennywise.
Pennywise, Powerpuff Girls,
Powerpuff Girls.
John Wick,
John Wick.
and Laura Croft
And Laura Croft.
is our winners.
Yeah.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, eat my punani. Um. Okay. Oh, I'll just do this one to get it out of the way. Would you rather be psychic or be able to do divination like a witch?
Okay.
Now let me like set the grounds of what
Yeah, I was
psychic
say,
is.
let them know what that stuff means.
Okay,
and-
people are like, that's the same fucking thing. No. So psychic to me personally is more like somebody with either like telekinesis, telepathy, pyrokinesis, like things that your mind can do. So like I could look at you and I could hear your thoughts. I can peer into your mind and see visuals of what you're thinking about.
Or like in
Or-
Twilight, you can put your hand on the cheek and see.
I'm gonna fight you. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh my god. Or like in X-Men when Jean could barely float a plate or something. Like, what?
Still screams Phoenix.
Twilight. Like on Twilight, the episode when the crazy people...
Episode, movie.
No, Twilight. The Twilight Zone.
Oh!
That's
The
my
pig
Twilight.
one, the pig one scared the shit out of me as a kid.
It scared everyone as a kid.
Yeah.
Also, if you know, guys, listen to our episodes back. We referenced it in episode 30, where we talked about the Warrens and how
Mhm.
they got Annabelle's idea from. Anyways,
All right, so we have the ground basis of
psychic. So yeah,
Psychic.
like it's your mind's power. Divination. Divination is you use tools and like a crystal ball or like herbs to like get you like hallucinating, and then you like peer through magical words of some sort to hear from the spirits or the other realms of some sort. And that's divination. Would you rather be psychic or would you rather use divination?
I like to be psychic because y'all wouldn't know when I was coming. You would see me with the crystal ball going, hold on, let me see what you did last week. Hold on, just like, and this one I'd be like, you cheated, you bitch, you cheated. You're saying it in your head right now. I'm seeing the whole thing. I'm seeing you fuck that girl.
You're at lunch just mixing herbs and burning them, looking at your crystal ball and shit, and be
And
like,
then
I
I was
thought she
like-
was making a grilled cheese sandwich for lunch. This bitch is over here.
An hour later, you come up to a person and be like, so I found out last week you cheated on me. It only took me an hour. And I'm over here like, I see it all, bitch. I see it all in my head right now.
So either you get the um so yeah, either you do homework or you're a brain and
You just
know
get the
you're a
answers.
genius.
Now, if I would want to control it, if I wasn't able to control it and I got like pieces of information at random times, I would probably go crazy.
Now here's my thing. If you're a psychic, do you are you able to turn it, like you said, control it? Like, are you able to turn it off, or are you just like in class and you hear like somebody saying like, "I got the bubble guts, I got the shit. Oh my god, this bitch is like, oh my god, I think I pissed myself. Why are my pants wet?" And you see Timmy over there
Or
like, God, I hope nobody sees my erection when I leave class.
or like you're in class and all of a sudden you hear your teacher going, "Oh my god, I just want to undress and look at her big ass titties and see them all soapy." And I'd be like, "I'm trying to take a test. Can you keep your thoughts to yourself? Thanks. Stop thinking about my soapy tits."
Save that for after school.
If you need to, think about that later as I'm walking away and I'll give you my number. Jesus fucking Christ. Uh,
I mean, there's always a drawback to something. In all
and can I
honesty,
give messages? Like, if we went to dinner with someone we don't like and they said something and I can just be like, in my mind, like, I'm staring at you, but in my mind, I'm like, that cow, I fucking hate her. And then you'd be like, to my mind, yes, bitch. So can we leave in 5 minutes? It's like giving the looks.
that's all dependent on like your gift. So black woman talk. That's how
The
black
eye
women be
blinks.
talking. They
One,
just be
two,
like,
three, 4. So 4 minutes, we out.
mm-hmm,
Mm.
mm,
Mm.
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm, mm-mm. I'm telling you, our black women they got skills that we'll never learn. I'm telling you. But yeah,
You
I
can't
would
hone it.
choose personally, just because I'm an aesthetic queen, divination.
Yeah, I know you.
Just because, I mean, come on. Granted, it'll take me an hour to get the info.
Like me, I'll be like, Timmy comes up to the way we just use Timmy. Timmy comes up, says my dog's missing, and I'll be like, hold on, your dog is down the street on
Maine.
Main Street, and then you're like, but instead when he comes and asks you, you're like, hold on, let me grab a map. You grab this giant ass map, you get your
Pull up my
crystal,
pendulum.
and you just start saying some words, and you're just like shaking the thing in a circle until it finally points over to the street, and then you have to look at the map and go, I think that's a Main Street. And I don't know if it's happening now or if this was like an hour ago. And I'm sitting here like, he's on Main Street, he's taking a shit in front of the McDonald's. Let's go. So are you sure you don't want my powers?
No, because I don't want to hear other people. But also, I could peer into someone's mind and be like, I wonder if they're thinking about like me, because they like looked at me a few times,
Oh my god, you slut.
and I could be like, they like gave me like the triple look.
You
Are they
go with
looking at
that.
me?
I'm thinking like this. I want to go to death row when someone's getting euthanized. Let's say it that way.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
sitting there listening, and they have to speak their last thoughts, but I'm really knowing what their last thoughts are.
Interesting.
And I get a chance to read it inside of a serial killer's mind.
Interesting.
But I wouldn't be able to do the past ones, unfortunately.
But here's the thing with divination, I'd be able to get their shit from after
Oh, so you would
the
do
spirit
some
realm.
necrophilia?
Necromancy.
Oh.
Necrophilia. Yes, I'm gonna rail a fucking corpse.
As soon as I said it, I was like, wait, no! Sex!
Wrong necro. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of this criminal. Give me that information. Give me that information.
Where are those bodies hidden? It's just a fucking corpse.
Oh my god. Just picturing the smell of formaldehyde getting all over my dick and
Okay.
gross. Yeah, don't make me put your butt
Necromancy.
plug back in.
Necromancy.
Yes, necromancy. Some necromancy. Like summon the spirits from the past and have them whisper their thoughts because I control them. They don't control themselves.
Or do like that one movie, Or you have to ask 3 questions.
Oh,
What was that movie? It's like right there in my head.
Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or whatever that movie with Michelle Rodriguez.
And Chris Pine?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite book? And this one, the what's your favorite book? He was like, well, if I had to pick one, I really did like this book, but I don't think that much. I
That's a
was
really tough
like,
question. They're like, oh, okay. They just leave them going. You want to ask
I
us last
still need
question?
one more. I don't know why it's three too. Is it to mock the Holy Spirit,
I don't
Trinity,
know. I don't.
whatever?
It's the Dungeon and Dragon rules. I'll never know. They're so complicated.
Uh,
Ugh. Oh my gosh. So you would go with the psychic
yeah.
side? I would go with the divination side, like the more mystical side.
I want my answers now.
Yeah, I'm an aesthetic queen, so I'm like, and you're just like, I know all the answers.
I think it stems from my trust issues. I'm gonna work for that shit. I'm gonna know it now.
Mm-hmm.
I can still
Dang.
look good. I'll hold a crystal ball and pretend I got it from
You're
that.
just like, oh my god, where are the herbs? Ugh, throw in some fucking salt.
No, like I keep parsley. I just throw it over my shoulder.
Oh,
Be like,
yes, the spirits are telling me that you cheated on your husband, even though you're clearly saying you don't, and blah, 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 blah. $50.
on October 1st of 2003.
You didn't really nut, even though you said you did. You clearly lied to him. Girl, we know how that goes.
Your wife has always lied. She's never came. She doesn't know what true orgasm feels like when she thinks about it with a pool boy. All right, that'll
And
be $50.
she's plotting your demise. She's slowly been poisoning you with pine sol. Um,
Pine saw. I feel like he would smell that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Um, should we create our own killer
okay.
and then leave the game for the end because I think it's
Yeah.
fun. Okay. So we want to create our own killer. So pretty much we're going to talk about the background, location, victims,
Weapon of choice.
weapon of choice, and then
Do they survive, or do they succeed in killing their victim,
or do
like
they
their
come
main
back?
victim, or do they always come back and it's like a serious thing?
All right. So what's the background?
In your head, what is the most traumatizing experience to create a killer?
In my home. I hate home invasions.
No, 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 no. Oh, like somebody invaded their home, the serial killer's home?
Oh no, the victim's home.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the background for the serial
Oh,
killer.
okay. Um,
Like, were their
he was
parents
abandoned as a
killed?
children.
Oh, he was abandoned.
Yeah,
Okay, Roxy
abandoned.
Andrews. The drag queen that was abandoned at the bus stop.
Okay,
Fucked up.
abandoned at a bus stop.
Oh my god.
All right, so abandoned as a child.
Okay.
Um, ends up eating bad berries and I don't know.
Okay,
What's-
so let's say this. They're abandoned. Is it a consistent thing in their life? Like people keep abandoning them?
I mean, they were abandoned as a child and he just stayed at home and he eats
Oh.
rats and stuff.
Oh.
And now he's a grown full man
Fuck.
and
How
there's
many
no
rats did he have?
and there's no more rats.
So did he move on to like, I don't know,
So he goes to
drywall?
the neighbor
Oh, like eats their rats.
and then he decides, oh, it's like a giant rat. Let me eat this human. Because I don't know better.
And then he becomes an exterminator.
So then he gets scared
Oh.
and he goes over to that neighbor's house and he sits in the attic. And then becomes obsessed with the woman living there.
Oh, because
But
she's
it,
got big boobs.
yeah. But he doesn't really understand what he's feeling because he didn't have anyone to talk about it. So he's like, I don't know what this obsession is. And since,
Jugs.
yeah, since he doesn't know what it is, he's confusing lust with
Love?
famish. And he's really hungry.
Oh,
And he's
okay.
thinking he has to eat all of her.
Oh, shit.
So one night he decides, when the husband leaves for a business trip, he goes downstairs from the attic that he's been living in for about 2 weeks now, plotting everything. And that's when he decides, after she gets out of a hot, steamy shower where she's already naked and ready for him, that he's going to eat her. So does she survive?
What's his weapon of choice? Teeth? Like, just eating her?
He finds a, what would be in a fucking addict? Old baseball bat. No. He finds a machete.
That would be in the shed.
I know. I'm trying to think what would be in a
Addict. Fiberglass.
fiberglass.
Just rubs
It
her.
is deadly. An old wiffle bat.
A duster.
A double duster. Handheld, cordless.
5-year
here-
warranty.
okay. Some piano wire for their piano downstairs that they never really
Oh, so he's a strangler.
Yeah.
But wait, he's a kid. This bitch is tall.
No, he's not anymore. He's an adult. He ran out of rats. He's in his 20s, late 20s now.
Oh, okay.
But he's never known anything because his parents abandoned him at 10. And he's lived in the house by himself since.
How? They didn't pay rent.
The house is paid for.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, wouldn't like the
Because that
city
shit
have
will
pushed
stay
them
there.
out?
No. Houses will stay there when they're paid for. They have no taxes or nothing. They just sit there.
Okay,
Abandoned.
so piano chord. Weapon
Yeah.
of choice.
Because
Strangulation.
the girl used to be a famous pianist back in her day.
Youth?
Yeah. But she still tinkles the ivory every now and then. And she decides to sit down to play a song in her bathrobe
With her jugs out.
with her water dripping down her jugs. And he finds this the perfect opportunity. So the killer comes behind her with the piano wire. And
Ties her hands together and eats her punani.
he goes and grabs her by the neck to get her to come back, throws her on the couch, begins to try to assault her. She gets the remote. No, she gets a vase, and smashes it against his head.
Okay, pause. Is this happening in real time to him, like he's seeing this all happen? Or is it in his head from trauma? He's imagining a lustful interaction in his head.
Maybe
Like-
that will be the ending.
Like he thinks
He's,
he's
like,
holding
playing
and
out.
hugging her and like,
He's playing out his interaction with her.
okay.
Yeah. While she's taking a shower.
Oh.
And he's watching her because he finally came downstairs and the bathroom door is cracked open. And this entire time, she's just taking a hot, steamy shower naked, and he's just imagining all of this stuff happening.
I'd hope she's naked. What a fucking psycho.
Hey, some people use their bathing suits. Don't judge me. I'm just kidding.
Damn, Christina. Can't even get naked for yourself? No, that's so risque.
No, it's risque. I don't do that in front of my animals. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so she cracks a vase over his head. And then what?
It stuns him. She starts running. At this point, her robe is flowing around because she doesn't care to keep it closed because she's like running for his life.
Yeah, who gives
He
a
goes to go grab it, and she ends up being bare
Yank.
naked.
shit? Oh.
And he chases her into the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
where he tries to attempt again to sexually assault her and eat her at the same time, where she gets a knife and she stabs him in the neck. And then he comes back to, and he's staring at her in the bathroom, taking a shower.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Damn. So this is like a romantic plot for him.
Yeah. He's like turned on by the idea of
Assaulting her aggressively.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay.
probably from what little TV was on it, if he even had some, or some fucked up books that his dad left behind before he abandoned him. I don't know. But that's just like his kink.
Damn.
Yeah.
And
Probably
then
because
what?
he watched her be like a loving mother to her kid,
And that's
that's
what
away
he
from-
wanted.
yeah,
But then it started
and to the
turning into
husband.
lust.
which he was like, that's what a mom should be. But then he was,
He watched a
has-
little too close, and he's
he
like,
has some
wait,
parent
what is this?
issues. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then he was like, I'm going to be the new daddy.
Okay, so then he's just watching her from the restroom.
Yeah, and he's deciding what he should do. But the water turns off and he gets scared. So he goes back upstairs and she comes out, but she has that eerie feeling that she's been watched.
Mm.
So she calls her husband to see where he's at, if he just decided to come back home or if he's gotten on his plane yet. And he goes, "No, I left like ages ago. I'm about to get on the plane." And she's like, "Okay." And he's like, "Why, honey? What's wrong?" And she goes, "I don't know. I have this feeling like someone's watching me."
And
She
then the
goes,
phone
"But,"
cord cuts off.
yeah, but she goes, "But I know that, unless Lacey, her daughter, is back from college, I mean, she's not supposed to be back for another week." And um, he's like, "No, I think you should be fine." But no, it didn't cut off because he's upstairs. But it will get cut off later on. Well, actually, she's on the cell phone.
Oh, she's on the.
Because,
Oh, it's
it's
modern times.
modern
Okay, my
times,
bad.
yeah. Um, but she leaves the cell phone after she's hung up. She leaves the cell phone, which he was watching her on the phone, talking. And she leaves the cell phone where the staircase is, like the little thing,
Like on a
whatever.
table.
Yeah, while she went to go put her hair up in a towel.
Mm-hmm.
She turns around and it's gone because the killer went and grabbed it.
Is he jacking off with it, or is he just
No,
like
I think he's just keeping it so
caressing it?
she doesn't call
Call
anybody
anybody?
else. Yeah.
Mmm.
But he doesn't understand like how to silence it or anything like that. So somewhere in here it'll ring again, and that's when she follows the sound and goes upstairs to the
Or
attic.
does she get on her laptop, which is connected to her phone, and she calls it from there?
Maybe she uses that ping sound.
Mm-hmm.
Find my phone, ping.
Mm.
And she's like, "It's in the house. Where did
Hmm.
I leave it?" And at this point, she's wearing a bra and underwear because she's slowly getting dressed because she's a, middle-aged white woman and she's skinny and pretty and they take forever to put clothes on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's like, apparently she needs her phone
Mm-hmm.
because she can't live without it. So she's trying to
Mm-mm.
find it. She gets on her computer and she pings for it and she follows the sound again in just her underwear. And she's like looking around and she's like, "Where is it coming from? I was right here, but it's not in the bathroom. It's not where I left it." And she pings it again and she looks up because she can hear it kind of above her. She goes,
Mm-hmm.
"What's above me?" And she's like, "Oh, the attic." She was like, "I haven't been in the attic in forever." And she's like, "Okay." So she starts taking the staircase thing down so she can get up in the attic. And it's really dark, but she pings it again. And in the corner, she sees her phone light coming on. And she's like, "Why is it over there?" And like a dumb white fucking bitch, she continues to go towards that phone.
Instead of running outside to call the police.
Yeah. And as soon as she grabs her phone, she looks up and all of a sudden a hand goes around her eyes and her mouth and like
Mm.
brings her back. And so she's screaming. She's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And he doesn't know, the killer doesn't know what he's going to do, but he doesn't want her to leave.
Because he's finally holding his prize.
And he's just like taken away with her body, how it feels, how it smells.
The warmth of her skin and
Yeah.
touch.
And he like tries to like take her back to where he's been sleeping on the bed because he found him like some pillows and shit up there because he's been living up there for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which of course she's like kicking and screaming, and anyway she gets to the point where she like stubbed his toe or whatever, and he drops her, so she starts running. And at this point, she has her phone. She runs into the kitchen. She grabs a knife, and not like a smart girl, instead of getting out of the house, she goes into the pantry and closes the door. And she like covers her mouth so she doesn't yell, and she tries dialing 911. Well, then our killer comes downstairs looking for her, and all you hear is this man grunting, like, you know? And he's like looking for her, and she's trying not to like scream, and then you hear, finally, because it takes fucking forever, 911, what's your emergency? And he like looks over and he sees the pantry and he opens it and she screams and he grabs the phone, and because all he eats is rats, he gets a lot of protein. He crushes the phone in his hand
Damn. Okay.
and he like slams it on the desk or whatever, kitchen counter. And then she's like, "Ah!" screams. She has the knife, and she's like pretty much like
Swinging at him.
swinging it at him, and he's just like doing this number, and she runs. So then he was like, "Okay, this time we're gonna play it." He grabs a knife too, but his is a big ass butcher knife, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hers is a tiny little steak knife
Mm.
because she's a dumbass. Even though she knows it's her knives, she went for the first one that was there, and she earlier when her husband was there, they were making dinner and they had steak and all that, and so she used one of the steak knives that was in the dishwasher or like the sink when the steak like the other knives were on the other countertop, and he grabs the big ass butcher knife and he goes after her. Anyways, he catches up with her before she gets to the front door because she was gonna finally leave the house like a smart girl, even though she's still half naked. He
She's not
pull.
gonna go get dressed now.
I know, right? She doesn't have time. That's why people keep her clothes on. Any
Even when you
opportunity,
shower.
yeah, wear a bathing suit. Thank me later. Um, and always, always check your attics. Um,
Oh my goodness.
so then, pretty much, he pulls her hair, throws her back onto the ground. She drops her little tiny steak knife. He gets on top of her. He goes to like stab her, but he like can't. And then he decides to like cut her skin or her hair or something just to like
Or
feel
how about this?
something.
How about instead he goes in to like stab her, but he can't. Drops the knife, and he goes in for a hug. But then
Or like a kiss or something.
she goes to caress him, and as she's about to caress him, she claws his face, and we go jump back to reality, and he's strangling her instead with a piano cord.
But that wasn't the reality. It was.
But you said his weapon of choice was a piano cord.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, he was playing it out again and it still is failing. Or he's back watching her again. And he gives up and leaves.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
the husband comes. I don't know.
That's
And that's my killer.
okay, so
Part
we have
two.
a creepy attic. Okay, so is there? Does
What
he
would we?
survive or does he live?
It kind of depends on how I want to. Do I want to end it like all bad movies do, where I try to shove everything at the end, or do I make it more of a mystery where he disappears and she's scared shitless? Because that's the real terror: is he gonna come back? So
True.
I would want him to survive, not because I'm rooting for the killer or anything. Please don't come after me. It's because the true fear lies in the fact that you don't know
What's gonna happen
what's gonna happen next
if he's
if
still there?
he's still there. Because that's like my biggest fear is being
Are they
home
still there?
alone and being attacked at home, and is he gonna come back into my home? So that's the true fear right there. So I
Mm.
think he leaves. She's freaking out, but the husband had like a weird feeling since he called her, or sort of since she called. So he didn't get on the plane. He comes back only to find her like crying, shaking, saying that she was attacked, blah blah blah, while and saying like he was staying in the attic and stuff while he's watching from the window.
Mm. Interesting.
And then the obsession will continue in the second movie.
What would you title your movie?
um, the addict,
The Attic. Oh, that's eerie. The
the
Attic.
addict, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of something with the piano, but I think the addict would be like I would be like, ooh, what's that movie? What's the attic?
Mm-hmm.
And you even start the film with it going through the attic downstairs, seeing her and stuff, and then like out of the house, you go into the neighbor's house, and then it's like not modern day anymore. It's like back in the day, and we're watching from the killer's point of view as a child being
When it all
abandoned.
started.
Yeah, and then you see him sneaking into the neighbor's house, going into that attic that we first
Or
started
how
in.
about this? The attic's open, the couple's moving in, right, to the house, but you like follow the perspective of a rat running around.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Mmm. Ugh.
Ew, gross. I love this. Make it happen, people.
Yes,
in
trademark
Hollywood.
though. Christina deserves all the royalties. But pay me for the rat scene because that was pretty genius. Okay, do I make one now?
Or do I call it Ratatouille gone bad? Just kidding. Just
rat,
kidding.
rat.
It was the rat the whole time in the hat.
He's controlling. Like, oh
Just kidding, because rats eat flesh, you know.
yes,
They
they
eat
do.
anything. All right, what about you?
Okay. Background. My ideal killer that I think of every time is. Well, that's the thing. I don't really think about killers. I always think about like monsters and spirits
Do a
and stuff like that.
monster.
No, I have to stick with the theme. Maybe next time we can do monsters and spirits. Okay. I'm gonna do it from a breaking point, like thing after thing after thing. Finally, like modern day, whatever spacious time, living in like your modern world, and then there's like a snapping point for this person.
Okay.
This is someone that's not smart in the say like not like a Dexter sort of thing, like
Mm,
where they're like they know how to clean up a scene or something like that.
this is more like raw.
Yeah, raw, but this person's just really fucking lucky. Like they just happen by chance to get away, and like they can't catch them just by luck somehow. Like there's like this weird, not supernatural. It's just by really bad luck because people make mistakes. Location. I just want to say like maybe in.
I'm getting like a lake house feel.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lake house. We'll say lake house then.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Because then that's also a way that he can get away and stuff, is there's not that many people
kind of like the.
to find him. Like
Okay.
foresty.
Okay. We'll do that. Okay.
Mm.
Would now here's the thing. Do I want them to be man or woman?
Ooh, woman would be even creepier.
But we don't know that till the end of the movie.
Yeah, we don't know
We'll
who the
say that.
killer is. Gender unknown.
Gender neutral. Victims, I would have to say. Oh, my victims aren't gonna be your typical run in the mill like housewife or like your asshole corporate job or something like that. This breaking point for this person is to end the suffering of those who are also suffering.
Okay, so like someone who has cancer, like illness,
More like this person sees this person,
elderly.
or more like either teens or like young adults, and they're like struggling super hard, and they're like, I see
Like
your
crippled?
no, kind of like say like okay, I don't want to throw you under the bus, but like say like your situation where you're like um you're having trouble with like or like say like you're having car problems consistently and like you're stressing all the time and this person's like somehow your friend somehow and they're like, well, you're really going through it. I'm gonna end your suffering for you because it seems like you'd be
Just
much
buy me a
happier.
new car.
No, I'm gonna kill you. This is what that person feels.
So, even if the person says, like, because I said it the other day, I was like, I don't see all this stuff as something to be like, oh shit, I can't believe all this crap's happening to me. I feel more like I'm so blessed that I have people in my lives that can help me in these situations.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm on this verge of, oh my god, nothing's going right, I should just kill myself.
Yeah, that
And
sort
he
of
hears
thing. And
that
it's
part.
like, yeah,
Or
I should.
they hear that part.
Yeah. And it's like, and it's also kind of like, I guess you would say, like a metaphor. Like, you always find a reason why to live or some kind of shit like that, I guess. So, yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Okay.
And their weapon of choice would have to
Because if they're
probably
gonna,
be.
it'd have to be something where it ends my life quickly. Because if they're doing it to help me not suffer, why would you have me suffer in death?
Mm hmm.
So, gun?
Yeah, a gun. Doesn't leave that much evidence, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and you can get one of those. We're acting like we're fucking serial killers. You can get one of those generic brands.
Yeah, just get one from Walmart.
Honestly, they have a section, guys. Just go get a revolver, 49,
Yeah,
whatever
just
the fuck
regular
it is.
9 millimeter.
Yeah.
Typical. Um, so yeah, I guess that situation for their weapon of choice. Their victim is definitely gonna be someone who has a lot of trouble in their life, but they're very cautious of their surroundings.
The killer?
No, the victim.
Oh, okay.
Like, they're like, ugh, everything's going so fucking wrong and whatnot. I don't know how I'm gonna make it to next week or something of the sort. But still, they have that ingrained thing from, I would guess, their parents or some sort that you're like, yes, shit may be hitting the fan, but like, still be aware of your surroundings. So this person's
Mhm.
like, yes, life is going hard and whatnot, but should I really stop and just like, I'm trying to like play this in my head. Like, let's say, like,
Like just go with the flow, then really complain about it.
mm hmm. So like, let's say in their typical like angsty mind, instead of like shit hitting the fan, and then they're just like, well, I'm just gonna go and walk over there and like go like do something else or something of the sort. Like say like my car broke down. I'm just gonna go walk down the road and I'm gonna go get help instead of like, I don't know, calling for a tow truck or asking your friends
Oh,
to
so
Venmo you.
like being dramatic about it?
Instead of being dramatic,
Like
like
I guess I'll go fucking do it myself.
they're
Uh,
actually like,
Like me when I was changing my tire.
yeah, can you just stop that? So like,
Like I just laid in the floor on the
just
concrete,
having a
and
crisis.
the person came by and was like, "Do you need help?" I was like, "No, I'm just resting."
So yeah, something like that of the sort. Like they're very logical. They're like constantly stressing of the sort. Like you can
Uh-huh.
say it's taking a toll, but they're still logical. So this person's like, let's just say that moment, like something happened, and they call up their friends, and they're somehow friends with this person, and this person gets wind that they're like, hey, what are you doing? And this person's like, oh, I'm gonna go help.
Susie, and they're like, and then they tell you like, "Oh, Susie's always having problems. Like, she needs a break. She needs like relief."
No, not yeah,
And he's like, "I'll be that relief," or
yeah,
they are like,
yeah.
"I'll be that relief."
So they're like, hey, listen, why don't I tag along? But this person also happens to invite other friends along to come help. They're like, yeah, we can all pitch in, we can help this person and whatnot, and help them, like,
Oh,
damn.
sorry,
We'll help them
sorry.
do whatever, whatever. They're like, and you know what? Their friend is also like, hey, we have this lake house, we can go and stay there and have a night and just chill with them and whatnot. And they're like, oh, okay. After they fix up the car and whatnot, they're like, come on over, you need a break.
Or while the car is being fixed, like, "Hey, there's nothing you can do about it. Let's just have some time to ourselves this weekend. Really relax. Us, couple of friends are going. We think it'd be really great if you joined us." And then you have the killer over there, like, "Yeah, join us."
Definitely. And this situation takes them out into the cabins. They're having fun and whatnot, and they're chilling. But the victim is always like on their head thinking about the logical things. They're like, instead of letting loose, they're constantly wondering. They're like, what can I do next? Or like, do I have to like buy new things
How
for my
long is my
car?
car
How
gonna
long is this gonna
last?
be? And they're
When
like,
will
so
I have
like,
to buy a new car? Like, just um, a real downer.
a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, what the fuck is that name? A Debbie Downer.
um,
They're also named Debbie, so I'm just
yeah.
kidding. It's Susie.
And so Susie's like, listen, guys, they're like, I know you want to have fun and whatnot, but I really need to get like my car fixed. And you guys were telling me last week, they're like, and whatnot, that to get things in writing, and I'm trying really hard. So, like, do you mind if we go back into town and whatnot and take me there? They're like, this was really cute, but I need to go. They're like, I can even go myself if you guys don't mind uh, getting me like a ride up there, one of you guys dropping me off at my apartment. Then the group is like, no, no, come on. But the person who said, no, stay longer, just so happens to be our killer. Um, and they're like, come on, guys. They're like, let's just get her to stay. She's going to want to leave, but like, come on, let's just convince her to stay longer and stay the weekend. And they're just like, yeah. They're like, come on, Susie, just stay a bit longer. You've been going it through too much. And they're like, you're here with your friends. They're like, do you want to really be that much
It's
of a
the
bummer?
weekend. You can't get anything done on the weekend. It can wait till Monday.
Exactly. So then, things are happening. Susie's still kind of like irritated that the friends aren't listening to her. But she's like, fine, I'll just stay here longer. And then when the weekend's done, I guess I can go and fix everything else I need to go fix or try to. So they're having like campfire stories and whatnot, and it's getting really interesting. And then people start going to sleep. Susie's still staying up thinking about everything because she can't rest, obviously, because she's always still thinking on her mind. And then a few friends are like, come on, let's go inside at least. Let's go warm up by the fireplace or something of the sort. Yeah, sure. So then they go and chill. And Susie's like, fine. I'll drab. Guys.
All right, Debbie. I mean, Susie.
And so they're talking by the campfire, or by the fireplace, and they're like, so how are things going, Susie? I heard that uh heard your grandma is like pretty sick or something of the sort. Do you mind letting us how that's going if you don't mind talking about it? And she's like, she's getting better. It's just really hard because since my passed away and they can't like watch her like they used to, I kind of have to go back and forth. That's why my car's so important to me. And I was having a big moment and I was hoping to get it fixed pretty soon so I can go see her again and check up on her. And they're like, oh yeah, I had that thing too. I just um they're like they're like, yeah, we'll get it fixed for sure. And so then Susie asks her, well, how are you doing? They're like, quit making it just about me. And the person's like, well, I've had a few problems too here and there, but it's nothing compared to you. Don't worry about it. And they're like, well, just talk to me about it. I'm your friend, aren't I? So then they start talking more, and then like other people join in, and they start talking about their discussing their problems, not disgusting things.
Disgusting things. They start talking about
And then
punennies.
they start discussing their problems, and then they start like getting deep and whatnot. The wine's starting to pour out and flow, and then they're starting to get a little more wasted.
Then they have sex.
And then they
Just
have
kidding.
like a raging sex party, big orgy.
Or two of them that are like really into each other leave to go have sex, and you have to have tits showing in a horror movie. You know that.
Obviously, just big jugs pushed up against the shower.
Or the window of the lake house.
And then one of the friends, his wang is just bouncing out in the area because obviously wang has to be bouncing. I'm an equal
Yes.
opportunist here. His big nuts just flopping.
You just see the silhouette.
And so those two are fucking. And then their friends are talking some more. And then soon to realize that all of everybody's in the same boat at one point or another, and that they're all fighting and suffering their own battles. And so our killer slowly starts picking off these people one by one because they're.
Starting with the ones having sex
Oh, one of them that gets out of the shower first.
after sex, yeah. Because you have to shower after sex, guys. Don't be nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. Sometimes you can. You can sit in it.
And then I don't know, one of the person that leaves first because they're like, I'm gonna go back to the hang out with the girls or hang out with the group and whatnot. And the other one's like, fine, I'm just lay here and text real quick before I go back out there. And so then one thing leads to another, and the other person's like, I'm gonna go check on them. They haven't came out yet, and blah, they're dead. They've been shot in
Well,
the head with a
here's the
silence
thing.
pillow.
I know, I was about to say, the only thing is you would hear the gunshot. So I'm envisioning like one of them is coming out of the bathroom, probably the guy. He's still naked, balls, hanging there. And he gets a
Text message.
poker,
Oh,
fireplace poker in
oh,
the head. And he
instant.
just gets stunned, and then you just see him falling to the ground. He's dead.
Oh, nuts splayed out.
Yeah,
Just dick. Okay.
just flop there. And then the girl, she's finishing up in the shower because at first she's trying to be cute while he was in the shower, but she really needs to get in there and shave and her butthole and all that for round two. Because he wants to do butt stuff. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
So she's
fair.
in there showering longer because it's just what girls do.
We have to use our body gel.
We don't want you to look at us being all like
Gross and getting in funky positions.
yeah, putting our leg up and just like really getting in there cleaning out her vagina.
The motion she did was hilarious. Like she was shoveling
Just
inward. Just
because unfortunately this lake house did not have a detachable shower head.
so
So you have to do the cup. Girls, you know what I'm talking about.
She has to
The
do the
water
splash.
cup splash.
And so then she's finishing up and she's like, Ronnie. I'm just picturing that being his name because Ronnie has a big dick, big balls, and a cute little butt. So it's
Little
like,
tushy.
so she comes
Ronnie with
out
the tushy.
and she sees his wet, cold ass cheeks just there, and she's like, Ronnie, what are you doing? Get up. You didn't drink that much, did you? She slaps his ass and you see it jiggle because I'm an equal opportunist.
Hi, bitch. You just like to see cake
Yeah.
jiggle.
And she's like, Ronnie, you good? And she rolls him over, and there's this giant fucking hole in his fucking skull. And next to him is a hot poker that she sees sticking out from the bed that she pulls out.
Or he still has, and he was waiting for her to come, and he hits her with the
Oh.
poker as well. Or they poke her with the poker as well. So
Mm-hmm.
she equally falls dead on top of him.
Yes. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah. So then those two are dead and naked, and you just see boobs and dick and balls because I'm an equal opportunist.
And a hairy butthole.
He didn't splash. He didn't cryptid pose and shave.
Oh, God. Guys
So-
don't care.
Yeah, they don't. They're just like bush in the ass. And so then 2 down,
Two-
3 to go.
I don't know how many friends there are.
I want to say it was like a group. So maybe like 2, 4,
So maybe
7? 7 people?
4 more.
Yeah, 4 more to go.
So at this point, I feel like the poker is the best killing. Because maybe
Mhm.
the killer didn't expect to be killing on this trip.
True.
Sorry. So they did not have their weapon. So they're using what they think is the best way to end a life fast, which is a direct hit to the brain with a poker.
Okay. So then the other groups are talking and they're just still chilling, getting a little tipsy, drinking, and 2 people come back randomly,
From being outside.
I guess.
2 girls making out.
Ooh,
Secretly.
yes.
But one is technically dating the other, a boy there, but she's a closeted lesbian.
And she's like, guys, have you seen Bobby? And they're like, I thought his name was Jim. I don't fucking know. I don't care. She's like, I'm literally just writing his dick till the semester's over because I need a place to sleep.
Or one of the girls' name is Barbara, but she goes by Bobby because she wants to
Ooh.
be like
Different.
she has like testosterone feels, you know? So she identifies more with that's why she's like butch lesbian feels. But her parents and her lifestyle is very conservative, so she has to be with a guy, but she knows she doesn't want to be with a guy. And the guy's name is Aubrey. Let's just go ahead and give that.
Aubrey.
I know.
Aubrey Plaza. Okay, and then they come back and they're like, "Hey, where's Ronnie and Dana?"
Someone's in the kitchen with the
Oh, I was thinking of that stupid video of that woman that's like, "Hi, I'm Dana. I'm your hip hop instructor." You know why? 'Cause that's hip hop. It's very low.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, Dana and Ronnie. Where's Dana? Ronnie? They're like, oh, they went to go shower, and they're like, it's been like 2 hours, guys. They haven't come out. Y'all go check on them. No.
They're
we
probably fucking. We ain't going up
didn't.
there.
Where's the other 3? And they're like, oh, they went to go chill at the car or something like that because
Or
they
the
wanted to.
outdoor fireplace.
Yeah, they want to go chill at the outside fireplace. Oh, okay. They're like, well, I'm gonna go get Dana. She's got my cigs or some shit in her bag or something. Or
My
she's got my vape.
cigs.
She's got my vape.
Vape.
I don't know what do kids do. What's
I'm
something
gonna
that
go
she would
see
have
if she has a quarter on her.
for the vending machine? That's.
No, drugs.
I would have said a dime bag. I'm like, there's just this a magical vending machine at this lake house.
I'm sorry.
This bitch said a quarter. I really
It's a
went to.
lot of weed. It's for a party. The fuck a dime. Kicking shit.
This bitch. I'm like, for the vending machine.
Oh, oh my god. That
Best
killed me.
movie ever. Uh, uh.
So anyways, Dana has her quarter. Let's go get her.
That's her coin purse.
She has her weed. She wants to go get it so she can start
She's like, guys.
lighting up the bong.
She's like, listen, I need to get lit, and it ain't happening right now. So they're like, okay, let's go check on her. They're like, Dana, ugh, is Ronnie's cock in your mouth? Can you jump it out and just like, I don't know, like, hurry up and get out here? Dana? Dana, I'm coming in. You better cover your tits. Not that they're like that great. So she slowly opens the door and blam! There's Ronnie's big dick flopped to the side, and I guess Dana's there too. Um,
Two dead bodies just there.
so after discovering the bodies, of course they fucking scream and they start running. One of them actually runs to check on the bodies. The other one runs away, and the one running away actually gets bashed in the head immediately and like beat the fuck up, and the other friend's like trying to like help the other two to wake up, but they're not. And so then finally she like gets up and she starts running, and she trips on her friend's foot because I guess she got knocked into the other room, like a side room.
And gets like blood on her.
And then she's like, "What the fuck is going?" And she realizes someone's there, and she's like, What the fuck is going on? Why?" And she gets knocked in the head, and she like loses hearing and blindness for a second. The other person starts like trying to wail on them, but they keep putting their hands up and covering it. And so then they trip them, the killer, and then they start running out into the living room. They realize the other two moved out to the fireplace area, and she runs into the wall and she starts banging on it, trying to like open the door. And then their friends are like, "What the fuck is going on?" And she falls down outside of like the door, like as she's running out, and she's crying and whatnot. And her friends are like, "What's going on?" They're like, she can't say anything because I mean she's like starting to pass out from like blood loss of some sort. And so then the other friend's like, "Holy shit, what's going on?" And um she comes up. Wait, was it the other two moved outside, or
So
Susie just moved outside?
Susie and the other friend, and then the other one's checking on the one that's bleeding, and then she immediately looks up and she gets hit, and Susie sees it. She screams and she runs to the shed, and
Yes.
she's the last survivor so far.
And she runs and she grabs a
Hedge
tor-
clipper.
yes, she grabs hedge clippers. No, she grabs an AK-47.
Because technically, they find out later on, because they did a sky overview, that there's pot plants there.
And that's where all the weed came from the weed vending machine. That only costs a quarter. Oh my god! And they're based in Colorado.
Deep, deep into Wait, is there a lake there?
There's a lot of lakes in Colorado.
Okay. Just like, anyways, okay, so she's in
And
the shed. What does she grab?
she grabs. Well, they're out in the woods, so obviously there's an axe to chop wood.
Oh, yeah.
She grabs a wood. She grabs an axe.
Axe or hatchet? Which one
An
would be
axe.
more? I feel like the hatchet would be better for her because she's tiny little. scrawny white girl.
You're just immediately assuming.
All horror films are like
Okay, fine. She grabs a hatchet and she cautiously opens the door, and the killer whacks her hand with this poker. And
or goes to hit her, hits and ends up getting stuck into the door.
mm,
And then that's when she goes and cuts off her hand or her
mm,
arm while she's still with the poker. And then she goes to like hit her again, and she hits her in the chest area where the hatchet gets cut.
on the
And
collarbone.
and she just lets it go and she just runs. So then our killer has one arm less,
Mm,
takes the hatchet out of her,
mm.
drops it, grabs the poker out of the door, and heads towards her again.
Oh, so her main weapon is a poker and not a gun anymore. Okay.
Well, yeah, because it was
It's too
last
loud.
minute. Yeah, and they're in a lake house. It would have, as soon as she killed somebody, it would have made a sound.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So then
It's a fireplace poker.
I guess she manages to call the cops, and the cops come by.
Or she runs to a neighboring house. I don't
She
know.
gets in the car and she drives off into the
Oh,
neighboring
oh
house.
one of, or down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no signal in the lake house, so she at
Mm-hmm.
least needs to get down the street.
To a neighbor, she opens the door, or she's banging on the door because the lights are on in the house, but nobody's answering. And then
Because
she
it's the lake
peeks
house.
into the house window, and people are dead in there.
Oh,
And there are
yeah.
flies and rotting because they've been there for a minute.
Yeah, because our killer went there to exorcise the death or try to get it out of her system before. But it
Yeah.
was triggered by the conversation that they had
Mm-hmm.
because it was someone that they saw at the gas station at the beginning of the film that was complaining about their dead grandma or something, and they were coming for a funeral.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. And so then our survivor, Susie, gets back in the car, drives some more down the road, manages to.
But she doesn't know where she is, so she manages to get back to the lake house
Oh, that'd be fucked up.
because she doesn't know where she's going.
Well, obviously she wouldn't go back down the same road.
Oh, she's panicking.
I feel
Maybe
like.
she saw a deer or something and like swerved. She got herself back together, got back on the road, didn't realize she was going back to the lake house
Mm.
because it all looks the same. It's just fucking trees and a dirt road.
Mm-hmm.
And then she realizes it, and then she's like, "Oh shit!" And she goes to like reverse to like leave, but she runs out of gas,
Mm.
or the car like just stops working because she has terrible luck with cars,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's not her car.
Okay, so then
It
does
was the
Susie die or does she survive?
She survives. She thinks the killer and her square off again, and she thinks she killed her because she's laying there, dead looking after
Mm.
she ran back to the shed to get another weapon, and the hatchet was still there because the killer didn't take it.
Mm.
And she hits her one more time, and the killer's down, and they look dead. And then she finally, because while she was driving, she called for 911 and gave him the lake house, and told them like, "Oh my God, that person's killing all of us. It's just me. I'm driving down the road," but didn't realize that she was driving back. So when she sees the lights coming up, at that point she's walking up and she has the hatchet. Or she doesn't have the hatchet anymore. She's just like covered in blood, and the lights are going on her, and they're like, "Put your hands up. Who are?" And then she's like, "It's not me. It's that one. Thank you guys for saving me." Blah blah blah. And they come and they put a like rescue blanket thing on her, and she's sitting in the ambulance. And the cops come up to her and they're like, "Ma'am, we don't see any like body out here. They're all in the house." She's like, "No, I got her. She's right over there." They're like, "No, we don't see any. We see some blood, but we don't know." And they're like, "Can you tell us what happened?" Because at this point, the cops are like, "This girl's crazy. She probably did all the killing." Um, but they find Uh, no weapon but the hatchet. They can't find the poker, so it kind of rules her out because where the fuck is the poker? And that was the
Mm-hmm.
weapon on all everybody else. And she's like shooken up, and she has defensive wounds and stuff like that. So they take her to the hospital where the police try to take her statement while she's getting like, and she gets told that nobody survived, that it was only her.
And the police come in and they're saying, so we ran the names and you said this person's name was there as the person who attacked you and all your friends. Yes. Um,
We have no,
reports of, or like we
we
don't
have,
have a,
we don't have anyone with this name on file. Like this person does not exist.
and we ran running DNA back on this person. So we'll hear back soon from whom this person might be or whatnot.
Yeah, we found multiple DNA sources. We'll sort through them. If we find anything that relates to the killer in question, we'll keep you informed. Otherwise,
And
just
we're
get,
watching all hospitals
yeah,
for anybody who has these specific.
yeah, missing right hand or whatever, and wounds that you described. But for your safety, please stay here. And also because, unfortunately, since we don't have another person and the weapon is missing, you are our
Main.
only link, so you need to stay in town, blah, blah, blah. Give her the whole spiel. And then she's sitting there. It's late at night in the hospital, and the lights are like flickering, and she swears she sees the killer, and she freaks out, but the nurse comes in and everything's fine. And then, I don't know.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They're just like, I think it was a bad dream or whatever. And then she was like, I guess you're right. And then while it's like cutting to the end, you see outside of the hospital now the silhouette of the killer with the missing arm or missing
Mm.
hand.
And the poker.
Yeah, and the poker in the other. And you're like, dun dun dun. There's gonna be a second
Yeah. What would we name this movie? A quarter.
one. A quarter. A little poke.
Little.
A little poke. A hatchet job.
Ronnie's dick and balls just been full display.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
Well, we can't call it Lake House because there's already a movie with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. It's a rom-com or whatever. It's a romantic, not a rom-com, it's like a romantic movie. But
I guess we could call it like something relating to why they're killing him. So it'd be um, like to why they want to kill him or like
yeah.
why they're trying to kill him. I guess it could be like,
Or it could be the name of the lake,
oh, like Lake Hummingbird or some shit.
whatever it was. You know, like Lake Placid.
Oh,
It was on a Placid, whatever. It was like named after the area or something like that.
yeah.
I think. I don't know. And you just see, and the reason why it's called that is because you see the street name when they drive in,
Mhm.
and it's like, foreshadowing or
Mm.
ominous. And then you see it as she's turning back towards the killer, and
Mhm.
you're like, "Bitch, you're going the wrong way." um, or it could be the lake house at the end.
Don't they already have one of that? I think they do.
The last house on the left.
Oh, the lake house on the end.
The last lake house
On the left.
on the
Right.
end. On the right.
Just a whole map to get to it. Take a right down 35.
Yeah. Or they could, or because they're like near lake whatever. They just rename that. I don't know.
Suspicious friends.
A killer among us.
Ronnie's dick. Ronnie's dick and balls. Oh my gosh. Well, that's my killer for this episode.
Woo! Look at us. Trademark, trademark.
So
Just
we
kidding.
have,
You
like-
guys make that happen.
So we have like a romantic serial
Addict killer.
trauma, serial addict killer. And
Romantic.
then-
Oh my god, he's such a romantic.
Look at him eating that rat like a steak. And then we have like a teen like drama with Ronnie's big dick and balls and his cute tight butt and his stinky ass.
Sticky boo.
Because we all know guys don't wash their ass. Straight guys, at least.
I'm about to say straight guys. Do we care? Do we find out who the killer is? Because if she says it's a friend and they're there the whole time, it'd like be
We
relieved.
never named all the friends, but we'll say her name, her
Well,
fake name.
she would have been, or they would have been in the movie scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You just wouldn't know if that was one of the, like, you would be like, you're all watching it because you don't get to see what they look like because they're wearing a jacket and shit. And you'll be like, where the hell is so and so? We haven't seen her. And then you see them when they get attacked by the girl, Susie, in the shed. And she goes, "It's you?" And she says,
Yeah. Why would you do this?
"Why would you do this?"
Come on, Susie. We both know you want this. You've been suffering. I'm just here to deliver your. I'm just here to be your deliverance.
Late deliverance.
Ooh.
Mm.
Deliver this quarter to that vending machine. Deliver Ronnie's cock into your cooch. Alright. Well, apparently I have a big crush on Ronnie. I haven't even seen him.
I know, right?
Well.
Who would you have play Ronnie, real quick?
Ooh. I'm picturing, like, a brunette guy. Somewhat short hair, hazel eyes. Obviously fit. Because you.
I was picturing the guy from Euphoria. He's also in this new movie that's coming out. He plays Nate Jacob, and his name is Jacob Arati, whatever. He's gonna be in this new movie. I forgot what it's called.
Oh my god, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
That's what I was
like
picturing. All right, so Jacob Elordi, or he also played Nate Jacobs. Oh, he's playing Elvis in the new Priscilla movie.
See, I was picturing something kind of like that, but more with like a countryish twist. Hazel eyes, less of a jawline. Not that. Well, okay, he can look like that. But more hazily eyes and probably a bigger dick than what he's got.
But do you. What about. This is another character from Euphoria that I can kind of see. No. What about the guy who plays Spider-Man? What's his name again?
Holland?
Tom Holland.
No.
Too much. He needs that fuckboy energy.
Yeah, so this guy would work.
That big dick energy.
Some guy like this. Yeah, a guy like this. Ooh, is Susie brunette? Or blonde?
Ooh. I mean, at this point, that bitch is in every movie, so why don't we use the girl from Wednesday Addams? What's her name
Jenna
again?
Ortega?
Yeah.
No. I'm tired of seeing her. I'm sorry, I love you, Jenna, but, like, girl, give somebody else a chance.
What about Joey King?
Her face weirds me out.
I knew you were gonna say that. What about the girl who plays the Mother of Dragons? Or you need someone younger?
Somebody younger. At least college level.
Okay.
Oh, you know who I'd love to see it as a final girl?
Hmm.
Tati Gabrielle, or the girl from Sabrina, the beautiful black girl.
Oh, I thought you were meaning the girl who plays Sabrina.
No.
Okay. She could be the one Ronnie's fucking.
No. This bitch has to be like the girl Ronnie's fucking is clearly blonde.
Clearly. There's this girl. I don't really like the show Victoria because it's like Disney or whatever. But there's this girl that plays on there that I really like.
Oh, could you see her playing being a final girl?
Yeah.
Or could you see her being the killer?
I can see her being the killer. What is her name?
But I always feel like they always get
Elizabeth
the killer
Gales.
to be somebody who has that vixen look.
Oh, and then also from Riverdale, There's this girl and then the blonde girl that plays Betty.
I
But
would rather.
Betty,
I could see. I'd rather her be like the killer because you never suspect her
Camelia
face.
Mendez.
And
Yeah, because she's
then
like the nice girl. Oh, what about the girl who plays Nancy from Stranger Things? As Susie.
Oh. I mean, she'd make a nice final girl, like another final
Or the
girl.
girl that was getting fucked by Ronnie.
No. Who was that girl that had the vixen look that I had before? That you had before the last
Oh,
one?
Camelia. Oh my God. Camilla Mendez.
No, the one before her.
Oh, Elizabeth Gales, I think is her last name. Gillies. She's playing in that new show, Dynasty. And then there's this girl from Riverdale that I really like. She plays that innocent, but also she's also kind of devilish.
Hmm. I want somebody who doesn't look like they'd be able to. Or what is it? I'd have someone
Oh, there's
who.
also Fanning.
Mm.
She has that innocent look that you don't see her
She'd be the
surviving.
friend that's like running to the doorway that gets fucked up and
The one that
warns
wants
the
the
girl.
weed.
Yeah, that wants the weed. Who wants the quarter?
All right, what about that Anna Taylor Joy
Anya,
girl?
Anya Taylor
Yeah.
Joy.
What about her as our main protagonist, Susie?
That'd be cool.
I could see it because she also gives off that innocent vibe, but also like I will fucking live.
I could see that. Yes, Anya Taylor Joy, Tati
Or
Gabriel,
even the girl from Carrie, Chloe.
Chloe Moretz.
I could see that too.
I feel like she'd be the friend that was trying to help the bodies, and then gets fucked up.
Well, you can't have A-listers. You can only have one.
Oh, my
The
bad.
rest are like,
Fine, like B-listers. Like
yeah.
they're gonna get pulled into stardom. Okay, fine. Anya Taylor Joy as my
Unless it was Bella Thorne, she can be whatever because she fucking sucks.
my protagonist. Anya Taylor Joy. She's the one
Okay,
that's like she's having all the troubles, but she's still cautious and da 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 da. Yeah.
I like this.
And then just a bunch of nobodies and a big dick John or Ronnie.
I mean, I know you don't like her face, but Joey King can be the one that that gets killed. The one that wants the weed.
Who?
Joey King, the girl that you're like, I can't stand her face. The face she makes.
Oh. I mean, sure.
She's from that stupid show, Kissing Booth, or movie. I still haven't watched it. It looks dumb.
Let's see. I know this is like dad body, but this is the kind of dick and balls that I'd want to see for like Ronnie.
Love that you just like Googled that.
It needs to be there.
Harry as well?
No, not Harry. Or even like this.
I feel like that actor, Jacob,
Has
whatever,
dad.
probably, yeah, I think his body looks like that.
I could see it.
They don't really show it in Euphoria, but that's what I imagine when I think about him naked.
That'd be funny if, like, in the close-ups of like the dick, it's not even like a white person; it's like a black dude's big dick.
Oh my god.
Ugh,
All right, Hollywood, make it happen.
just saying.
Are you still looking up dicks?
I'm trying to see like flaccid PBs.
I knew you were still looking up dicks. That's how much I know you.
Do you mind? I'm trying to set up my film that I want.
Who would be my main girl? She'd have to be like mom, but like hot. Let's look at actresses in their 30s. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. I would probably do, what's her name?
And a nice ass shot from him like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew you were looking up the ass. I can't remember her name, but I think mine would be this girl. Jessica something.
Jessica Biel?
Yeah, Biel? Is it Jessica Biel?
Isn't that Justin Timberlake's wife?
Yeah, I think so.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
Does she have big jugs?
They look pretty big.
You know what? We'll just cut the scene and constantly cut to like pyramid boobs from Laura Croft.
They're like, I mean, her body's pretty simple.
No, I need somebody with like a body that's gonna like.
Well, they also have to be a mom because mine has a kid, remember?
I don't give a fuck. This mom exercises.
What about the girl from, I really don't want her to be, but what about the girl from 50 Shades of Grey with the gap tooth?
Ew, no.
I've seen her naked.
Gives me like gross Victorian sickly child.
Oh my gosh. What about Amanda? What is it? Amanda Seyfried?
Seyfried? No. Here.
What about the girl who plays Wonder Woman?
Gal Gadot?
Gal Gadot.
What's her name?
Or Angelina Jolie.
Well, I don't know. She's having big jugs. Who's this bitch's name?
Or even fuck, what is her name?
Jamie Gertz. That's who I want to play the mom.
Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah. She gives that mom feel and she has a rack, yeah.
I love how sexual we get.
Who would be my killer? I mean, I liked him as a killer in this one movie that just recently came out. That Vince.
Is he attractive, unattractive, semi-attractive?
Unattractive. He was in this. This is why I think this. Hold on. Okay, this is why I think this. I don't know if you've seen this movie, but he just did a Freaky Friday movie, and he was the killer.
But I thought you said he was young.
Yeah, I did say 20s, huh?
Here, how about this guy?
Fucking.
Hey, you guys! Fucking sloth.
Fucking sloth.
Or something like the guy that plays Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh my god, no.
He looks young. God, he's so funny. But he's got more money than me, so I can't complain.
What about the guy who plays Jeffrey Dahmer in the...
Evan Peters?
Yeah.
I hate him. But he is a good actor, so
yeah.
I guess if you want. But I hate him. No.
I know, but...
I'm tired of seeing him and everything.
But that would be like a creepy...
But I would rather have him play any character in my movie versus Bill Skarsgård. Ugh, he's busted looking, but like I'm tired of him being in like every fucking horror film that's ever coming out so far.
Yeah. What about that guy that was in Rinsfield? Do you see him being a bad guy?
No. Tired of seeing him.
Because he's always in like... He's always playing like a love interest, a creepy love interest or something.
I say Evan Peters.
I can see Evan Peters going after that busty mom.
I can see him eating a rat.
That too. And he got the beady eyes.
Yeah. Alright, well...
Would you be scared this coming after you?
Yes. Oh my god.
The fact that people were like...
They still fawn over him?
Yeah.
That's a choice. Well, that was our selection of our killers. Maybe we'll hit you again with another one. We'll probably be better at it. Since we did our first one, our tester.
So we got out of the way. Because I was... the whole reason when it started was because I was like... we were talking about killers. And I was like... Maybe we can create our own story. And then he was like, leave it for BTD.
Oh my god.
We're going to do Between the Darkness.
Yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys for listening. Catch you next time on the next episode. And, have anything to say, Christina?
No, just, if you like us, give us a follow. Don't forget to check out, episode of Deeper Into the Dark. And we'll see you guys next time.
Love you.
Love you, bye.